People leave their homes in a hurry as water flows in from every direction. At least 5 Malaysian states are submerged, and days of rain have turned roads into rivers. The government has sent search and rescue teams to the most badly affected areas. It's also set up relief centres for the victims. But for some, it's too little too late. They've criticised the government for being slow to respond and for failing to declare a state of emergency. Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak has cut short his holiday in the US to deal with the emergency. He'd been in Hawaii visiting President Barack Obama when the heavy rains began. In a statement, he said, "I am deeply concerned by the floods. I feel for the people who have lost their homes and the families who have lost loved ones. I want to see the situation for myself and be with the people." It's monsoon season in Malaysia, but this year's rains have been particularly heavy, and many places have been affected by the worst flooding in more than 40 years. Rescue workers are still struggling to reach some of the affected areas. For many, the biggest worry is how to avoid the spread of disease. Cases of typhoid fever, cholera and hepatitis A increase when flooding occurs. The spread of malaria, yellow fever and West Nile fever is also more likely. Doctors say children and the elderly are particularly at risk, and health problems usually appear in flood-affected areas after 4 to 6 weeks. Emergency officials monitoring the floods say water levels have not yet peaked, and with more heavy rain predicted, conditions can only get worse for those living out this ordeal on the ground. Victoria Gatenby, Al Jazeera.